Hey guys, stop right there. I know what you're thinking. Great, another 75 challenge video. But hopefully this is not the same kind of video that you've always seen. Try to approach this in a different way, guys. So first of all, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys what the rules are to the 75 hard challenge. If you really want to know what it is and you're curious about it, Google it. It's literally a Google search away. So I'm not going to bore you with the details of, this is the rule, blah, blah, blah. No, doesn't matter. If you really want to know, you can go and do your research and find out what it is. What I am going to do is talk about a couple different things related to it and why I'm doing it and how I'm going to do it in my way, I guess. First of all, the 75 challenge, who it's designed for, or who maybe should do it, why you should do it, whatever, right? So, first and foremost, yes, the 75 challenge is designed to be something that helps you improve your mindset, grow your mindset, improve your motivation, change the way that you see things, challenge definitely the way that you see yourself. So that, let's be honest, guys, is kind of scary sometimes because we don't always act consciously the way that we think we are. What I mean by that is we are not always aware and very diligent about our behaviors and aren't always sure why we're doing what we're doing. So for me, that's one of the things that it's going to do, is going to force me once again to challenge my behaviors and pay very diligent and close attention to what I'm doing and force me to plan ahead. Now, next we're going to talk about why you should do it, right? Because let's be honest, 75 hard isn't for everybody. It's, not for, if you don't believe in the principles of it or why you're doing it, it's not for everybody. If you are not prepared to give up, an hour and a half a day to devote to their time to working out inside or outside, it's not for you. If you aren't willing to look at yourself and analyze your behaviors and your actions and what you're doing and be real with yourself, it's not for you. And that's okay. Everybody's different. Different people can approach this situation a different way. It's not good or bad. It's just not for you. That's okay. Okay. Now, one of the things that I think is important when preparing to do the 75 challenge is you have to have a why. Why are you doing this? Because let's be honest, guys, if you don't have a good reason for doing something, no matter how many times you try or how many people push you, whether you have an accountability partner, whatever it is, you're not going to want to do it. You have to have a good reason to do it. So that brings me to point number one. What is my reason for doing it personally, right? So for me, I personally have already been doing the 75 soft, as they call it, for probably like the last year. I work out literally 6 days a week for an hour. I read my books already. Although I don't read them, I listen to them. So that's definitely going to be a change on here. I already drink a gallon of water, but, according to the 75 challenge, I do cheating because I do put some flavoring in my water. So that's going to be a different for me as well. I'm going to have to take the flavoring out of my water and just force myself to drink water. Now, this is where it gets the biggest help is going to be for me, is in controlling my diet. So for me, that's probably going to be the hardest part, and that's one of the reasons why I am doing it. Is yes, I exercise, I try to live healthy, but let's be honest, I am not always the best with my eating choices. Day 3, and I've already caught myself a couple times thinking of, I'm just going to get a cookie, so that has forced me already to be more aware of my actions, be more aware of my thoughts, and stop myself before eating that cookie or before eating that piece of cake or sneaking a fry for my kid or something that seems so easy and so diligent. When you're doing Survive Hard, that makes you more aware of those behaviors. So that is my goal with doing that, is trying to get a better handle on my healthy eating and become more aware of what I'm eating and my choices there. I also want to be more diligent in my reading. I used to be a very avid reader and kind of fell off the train, so I'm hoping that it'll work on that. So working out, I don't think is going to be a hard thing for me because I've pretty much already done it. So the hardest part is just going to be making sure I plan out my day accordingly. So as I said, now let's talk about where I am starting at. So you guys can have I guess, a little bit of an idea as far as my journey goes, where I'm sitting at. So as I said, I am already an avid exerciser. I guess that's what you could call it. I do work out minimum 1 hour a day, 6 days a week. So I'm pretty good there. I like to believe I'm a pretty active, and first and foremost, I am also a mom of two. So yes, I'm busy. I'm also an independent realtor, which means we're nearing my busy time. So it's definitely going to start to get challenging for me to make sure I schedule out time to get those two workouts in. And of course, I am also the past president of my local chamber, as well as the president of the Lions Club. So those two are very active volunteer organizations. So, and I tell you guys this for this reason. One of the things I always hear people say is, I don't do this because I'm too busy. Well, I'm doing this to show you that I myself, as a both independent and a business owner, mom, and um, someone that's very actively involved into nonprofits, it is going to be challenging for me to drink my gallon of water. It's going to be challenging for me to make sure I can get my 2 workouts a day, on top of making sure that I'm there for my 2 very active kids and other activities and practices, and still make time to go to work. So I'm going to try throughout my journey to document this as much as I can, post progress pictures and videos and thoughts that I'm finding and stuff like that, which I'll post my first one later today, just kind of talking about things that, like I said, I've already learned about myself. But definitely, if you are interested in my journey, or how start to finish, somebody's actually going through the Certified Challenge, follow and like this to kind of stay up to date. And like I said, I'll gradually post videos here and there, just talking about how I'm feeling throughout the process, which most of the other Certified Challenge videos I've seen, it's picture of start, picture of finish, nothing in between. So hopefully this either gives you the motivation to and insight to try this out yourself, or at least get some more information or insight to maybe try a version of this in your own way, customized to you. So have a good day, guys. Wish me luck on the 75 challenge, and I'll chat with you guys on the next video.